Hi everyone. Had a moment there when my connection went down, which I'm not surprised because my girls are just taking a break off the internet now. So, how is everybody going today? And did you have a chance to have a look at my earlier post showing the sacral chakra grid activation that was created this morning? Pretty juicy, right? And look, I'm wearing the appropriate colour. So talking about this colour, this tangerine colour right now, you'll notice in that grid activation that the actual colour card that was drawn, tangerine, how vibrant is that, right? And this card message was be spontaneous and have fun. And that's a really, really solid piece of advice for us all right now, especially when we're feeling that we've got limitations imposed on us right now. So we can be feeling like there's heavy restrictions and what I can and can't do and so forth. So aside from the obvious limitations as far as our movements, we've got total control about what we do within our homes and with our bodies, right? So the tangerine card, that colour message, really tells us that we can actually take a little bit of courage to get a little bit more creative on the home front. And now for you, that might just mean being creative in the kitchen, where you're going to try a new recipe. Why not? Yeah, we've got the time on our hands too, right? And sometimes we need to be creative with what food stores that we actually have within our means at the time. So a little bit of creative thinking there, thinking outside the box of what our normal menu might look like on a weekly basis. The other interesting thing with tangerine is it literally ripples across the board, whether it's the colour card that I drew or the essential oil of tangerine or the crystal. They all pretty much resonate the same message. Now the beautiful tangerine quartz, this is a little piece of tangerine quartz that was on the grid activation this morning. I've actually got a really big juicy piece of tangerine and I can't help but show you. Some of you that have been here have seen her. And just remember, we're all in self-isolation together, so if you're hearing some noises in the background, that means there might be a dog barking or my kids laughing and so forth. This is the reality of life right now, right? But how gorgeous is she? Check that out. She is absolutely juicy. So the meaning of tangerine quartz is she really stimulates the joyful inner child. Yeah, and she really encourages playfulness and curiosity and allows us to learn and grow. And she activates the passion on all levels, from sexuality to creativity. You know, they all reside here in our sacral, in our lower belly region. That's where our womb space resides for females. And it also helps us overcome our limitations. So having a piece of tangerine quartz on you, if you do have it, can help you move through some of those stuck feelings, you know, and help release those feelings of shame and blame, helps us put the past in the past. Now the essential oil of tangerine, this is actually known, turn it around, it smells beautiful, as the oil of cheer and creativity. Go figure. And really helps us move out of those darkest of moods, and a lot of citruses in general do that, so citruses are usually vibrant and uplifting and invigorating, right? And tangerine really helps us from those feelings when we're feeling cut off. So a big one when we're in isolation, and put some lightness into that mood. So some other things that you can do to bring in the energy of the tangerine, energy of the orange, is to wear it, is to eat it, is to breathe it in aromatically, is to draw it, get creative, do some colouring in within the orange realms. Juicy stuff. Now, the other one that I wanted to just touch on really lightly that I drew was also the card of peach. Did you see that one? Pretty. And this one is, the message is inhale the breath of life. So those moments that you're feeling really tight and stuck, because of the isolation limitations. This one's inviting you to take a breath, but pull it right down into our sacral, yeah? And inflate the belly, inflate it out nice and big. And all the fascia around here, and by fascia I mean like our tissue, our muscles, our skin, can actually really hold tension. So if we're using our breath to blow up that belly, blow up the chest, follow it all the way through, and we start rhythmically practicing this in whatever way feels comfortable to you on a daily basis, we can start releasing some of that fascia tension within our body so that we can get that flow, that juicy flow going through. Yeah? You've also got the tangerine selenite. You know, sometimes you can get some selenite in a tangerine color. I've got one in a beautiful little candle holder here as well. And that can really activate that beautiful, soft, creative flow. So like I said, creativity for you and the next person can look really differently. It can be art, it can be drawing, it can be cooking, it can be humming a tune, it could be getting out in the garden. But use this space that we have with the confines of our limitations, rather than going down that tunnel of a dark mood. Use it as the opportunity to go, well, how can I express myself creatively within the confines of these limitations that are imposed on me now? Those things, my friends, we do have some level of power over, don't we? Well, how we choose to use our energy in that way. So let me know what you've been up to today in a creative way. I'd love to hear what your pursuits have been, and we can share and support each other and cheer each other on in trying new things, yeah? All right. Peace and love and blessings to you all, and thanks for tuning in. Bye now.